Hello guys, so Joe speaking. Welcome to Bedtime Stories, episode 865. Today, Rachel, we'll go book biography about Pink. So let's read it out, shall we? So we got for us. It's written by Trin Betrayal. Illustrated by Manu Connors. Here we go. Published by a Gold Book New York release. Copyright 2026. All rights reserved. See, here's Pink with award ceremony. Here we go. Prize. Here we go. Anyway, Pink is one of the greatest pop musicians of all time. Excuse me. Anyway, she dazzles crowds with her amazing live performances, raspy voice, and songs with bold, high lyrics. She even sang with flying through the air. Okay. Next page. Anyways, cute and adorable Pink. Anyway, she was born on Alicia Beth Moore on September 8th, 1979 in Doylestown, Pennsylvania. She grew up with her mother, father, and her brother Jason. Okay? Her friends nicknamed her Pink when she was young. Later she used her stage name. Wow, okay. Pink took gymnastics lessons for many years. She started when she was 4. She worked hard practicing 5 days a week, and competing on tournaments. She dreamed of one day going to the Olympics. That was exciting. Okay. Next page. Anyways, excuse me. But Pink's love was music. She was inspired by her dad. Okay. Now, who played guitar and wrote songs. Okay. She knew from a young age that she wanted to be a singer. Now, even though she had asthma, a health condition that can make it difficult to breathe, I'm fortunate to say this, Pink had a powerful voice. She took singing lessons and sang the gospel choir at the church. And that made more sense anyway, so that was difficult to hear that. Sorry to hear for it, Pink. Next page. Anyways, now, while growing up, Pink went through some hard times at home. Wow. Her mom and dad argued a lot. Wow, that's sad, I know. And when she was 10 years old, they divorced. And that's a hard thing to say, unfortunately. Now, Pink had been involved in all kinds of activities to help her ease her sadness and stay busy. She played soccer, took up skateboarding, and wrote poetry about her feelings. Soon she turned out her poems into songs and writing music. And that's what it should be anyway. So there you go on that, folks. Next page. Anyways, this blurry camera, I don't know what to do with it. But came back home from Atlanta. But anyway, in high school, Pink wrote more songs than the lead singer of the band called Milground. As the band broke up, she started performing in music clubs around Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. She danced to say back up with hip hop, which I'm not a hip hop person, sorry. Group called Schools of Thought. Okay? When she was 14, a DJ at a popular nightclub gave her a chance to sing on stage by herself. She built out a song by an R&B artist named Barry J. Bridge. The crowd loved it. Okay? Next page. Anyways, it's gonna let me do my pen like this. There we go. After that, Pink sang in the nut club every week. Okay? Now, one night, a talent agent for the big record company was in the audience. He offered Pink the chance to try out for an all-girl R&B band called Basic Instinct. Okay? Now, she got the job, and unfortunately, the group broke up before they released any music. Okay? Now, soon Pink joined another group called The Choice. She sang with her 2 other bandmates for 3 years before pursuing a career as a solo artist. Well, okay. Now, Pink's first album, Can't Take Me Home, came out in 2000. Okay? Pink didn't just sing on the record. she co-wrote 7 of the songs as well. Dance pop and R&B album was very popular. Song "There You Go" became her first hit. Excuse me. Pink was finally a star, and that's what it should be anyway for Pink. That's was herself. Next page. Anyways, now after the success of "Can't Take Me Home," Pink wanted to take a break from R&B music and try something else. She worked on her next album with one of her childhood idols, Linda Berry, for the popular rock group 49 Blondes, okay? And Pink and Linda are difficult musical styles, but they have made an excellent team. On the pop rock album, Missing a Days or Two, came out in 2001. I was only 6 when it came out, but anyway. Pink's fans loved the new sound. It sold over 13 million copies. The biggest song on the album. Get the party started through the top of the charts. And that's what it should be anyway. So there you go on that, folks. Next page. Anyways, Pink always put on a thrilling show for her fans. There were awesome dance routines, colorful fireworks, and amazing idle stunts. Using the dramatic skills she learned as a kid, she trains with some of the best art coaches. She flips, spins, and soars above the crowd, attached to bungee cords. Pink stage, she sings with upside down. And that's the way it should be anyway. That's how it counts. Next page. Anyways, now, whenever she's upside down or right side up, Pink would connect with her audience through her music, okay? She writes songs about things that are meaningful to her, like love, family, and state of the world, and the importance of being true to herself. Okay? Now, Pink's album have sold millions of copies, and even though Pink is known for her rock-influenced pop, you can find other musical styles in her rock work, including dance, punk, hip-hop, funk, folk soul, and new wave. Bits and pieces, but you know, that's just me. What was on the book? Next page. Anyways, now, 2005, Pink proposed to her boyfriend Carey Hart, professional motocross racer. During one of his confessions, she had a sign that read, "Will you marry me?" after he drove past her. And she added the word "serious." And when Carey saw that, he pulled her over the middle of the race to say yes. The next year, they got married. Okay? Pink and Carey had 2 children, Will and Jamison. Jamison, I pronounced it, sorry. Pink and rock stars and mom is always easy, but Pink makes it work. She even brings her kids to her on tour. On the things, excuse me, of all the things she has accomplished, Pink says being a mom is the most important, incredible thing ever done. And that's what it should be for Pink in any way. Pink's always a star. Next page. Anyways, we're almost done here anyway. Pink have collaborated with many fabulous musicians, like Kenny Clancy, C, and Eminem. Okay? But she's all enjoys making music with her own family best. She and her dad sang a song he wrote with someone to be in a more called "As You Can See in the Rain." She released a duet with her daughter called "Coming in the Sunshine." Well, that makes more sense anyway. Cute. Okay? Now, Willow even performs with her own mom during some of their shows. Okay? Now, as an activist, Pink fights for causes she believes in. She speaks out against bullying and supports charities that help animals and kids. It even saves the children and people that find the individual treatment for animals, PETA for short. Okay? Now, in the 2019 People's Choice Awards, Pink was honored with everything she had done to help borrowers. One person can make a difference. She told fans that she accepted the People's Champion Award get involved, get together with your friends, and change the world. And that is what it should be anyway. Instead of going that, folks. That's her. Last bit of the book says this. Pink's a Grammy Award-winning musician who used her voice, courage, creativity, and nationalism to become pop reality. She inspires others to prove their music and activism, and by never being afraid to be herself or speak her truth. Fly high, Pink. And that's the way it should be for Pink's royal fans. So it's a little gold book biography about Pink. What do you think about this book? It was amazing. So far, this book was a success. Gotta get out of it. That was Bedtime Stories, episode number 865. Hope you enjoyed that. So, we're going to Bedtime Stories, episode 866, which is about Pete the Cat, Sir Pete the Brave. Now, I'm gonna finish up some export ranges, and after this is over, I gotta upload two more things on YouTube. This will be the next one. Whatever, this is the car special part number 49, YouTube edition. Because after this one, I've really need to get some sleep. After this one, I'm gonna call Remix, post a lot on social media, and I'm gonna get ready for bed. Because after this is over, tomorrow's gonna be weekend celebration, editing, taping time. And we'll be making some stuff for YouTube, I promise. Till next time, so just my bit, Ribbon says it out. See ya.